being really busy trying to it is kind of like homeschooling my kids actually, because for the first week I hadn't realised that the school had sent some of this homework because they'd sent it through to a different email than they'd usually do. So I was making up my own schooling for my kids, or English and maths. Now luckily, I took my GCSE English and maths a couple of years ago, so I know like the new ways of teaching, especially maths and stuff. So I've just been trying to teach my kids, and I'm sure there's a lot of parents have probably realised that I never thought it'd be easy anyway, obviously, but it's not actually that easy. I mean, to be honest, it's been over a week now. We're getting there. We've got a routine in place, and the school now. I've found out the school will be sending work, and I've been adding a bit of my own homework for them as well. Basically, we get up at like, I'm trying to think what we do. Like we get up like probably about 7 or 7:30, or sometimes even 8 o'clock, and then they have breakfast, and then at like 9 o'clock we get onto schoolwork. They send it by email, so we go. I then forward, because I get 2 emails for 2 of my kids. I send the other email, one of my kids, to his computer, and then they do that, and I help them with that. And then at 11 o'clock they have a break, like a snack break, and they carry on with the homework. And then at 12 o'clock they have their lunch, and then usually they've finished their schoolwork by then, and then I might then write them out some questions and stuff like that to do with maths and stuff like algebra and fractions and all stuff like that. And I've actually been teaching my youngest son how to multiply fractions this week. So I'm pushing him because I realised that he is really, really, really good at maths, and like I actually think now I'm going to be teaching him things that they don't even teach them at school. So I've been doing that for both of my kids actually, trying to help them like understand the basics of maths and English and stuff like that. And then every Wednesday, obviously they've now got their homework from the schools, but also I use that as a day for like doing creative things. So that could be creative writing, or it could be art and stuff like that. And they finish every day at 2 o'clock. So they've got 9 till 2 o'clock. And yeah, and then after that, then they can have an hour each on gaming, and they can play together, and then we can do board games or play together. And that's kind of like what we're doing at the moment. And then on the weekends, because even though every day is very similar, I'm trying to make it normal for them for when they do go back to school, to tell the difference between the weekdays and the weekend. So on the weekend there is absolutely no English and maths, and none of this stuff, no homework, nothing like that. And I think the Easter holidays were meant to be next week. I think I've lost track of time, but if they are, I'm pretty sure they are. Then the school might send out homework, we don't know, and they will get it done if they have. But if not, I'm not going to send them any extra homework. I want them to basically just feel like it's normal when they go into school. Yeah, actually they said that they actually prefer my homeschooling to the school's work. At the beginning they was moaning a little bit, but then once, as I said, we realised the school was actually sending work home, then they missed my way of doing all the English and maths and stuff. But I was just trying to make it creative for them, because the way that I learned my maths and English, as I said, was very dyslexic, was by being visual and learning from songs and stuff on YouTube. So I've also been not all the time either, because it gets very boring, but maybe once or twice a week, for both of them, for Key Stage 1 SATs and Key Stage 2 SATs, I will, because I've got 2 laptops, make them go online and go on YouTube to a teacher that's actually already got the answers for the math questions, and then they'll pause it and then they'll do the answer, and then we can mark it at the end. Because like when I was doing my GCSEs, my teachers taught me that the best way to pass GCSEs or anything like that with the SATs is to just keep doing papers and papers over again. And I don't even know, because you have to learn like the way they word it and stuff like that, but I don't even know whether my son will even take his SATs, because he's in year 6, bless him, this year, or what they're going to do about the SATs. But I just thought, or even if they don't, or if they're going to take when they had the mock SATs or whatever, just to help prepare him for when he goes to secondary school, so he doesn't forget anything. Oh my god, I'm going off on one here, we're talking about everything that's been going on, but that's basically what I've been doing. And I've been like moving furniture around, and when I'm feeling bored, it's getting really OCD, which is probably not a good thing, but Yeah, I kind of feel like with this lockdown, I don't know if anyone else is watching this has got anxiety or agoraphobia or anything like that, that when you, it's harder sometimes when these things happen, when you have anxiety and stuff, because when you have social anxiety or agoraphobia and you stay in the house often, then you start pushing yourself and going outside more and stuff like that. To then be told that you have to stay at home, I kind of feel like, and I've read, because I'm on forums online as well, you feel like you're kind of starting at the beginning of when you know, at the beginning when you didn't want to go out. But what can you do? I mean, we all have to stay in to save lives and stuff. So, but yeah, it's not easy. Like when I'm going outside for walks, I don't go every day for walks, but I try to take my kids out sometimes because I don't want to get, you know, I don't want them to get low vitamin D. I remember when I had low vitamin D, and I got really sick. So it's vital for our immune system is to get the vitamin D, you know, from the sun. Best source from the sun. Some people, you know, they keep in their 2 meter distance. I mean, I don't think, well, I got told we have to keep 2 meter distance from everyone, and some people I feel like they're only doing 1 meter distance. I mean, 2 meter distance, that's 200 centimeters. I don't know how wide that really is, and some man made a joke with me the other day saying, oh, you know, why did you walk around me? And I was like, well, because everyone else is doing it. And I was like, oh, do you, and I know it's only a joke, but he made me kind of feel like an idiot. Like, oh, you know, do you think we're in China? And I don't know, I'm just trying to be careful, and I don't know, I feel like everyone feels kind of a bit like kind of scared of everyone when they go out, and I mean, I'm not good at eye contact anyway, but some people are smiling, you know, and they'll be nicer actually because of the situation, and they'll actually smile probably one before they wouldn't have even smiled at you. Other people, you know, they'll see you and then they won't even smile at you, and they'll just cross the road, which is fine. And then there's other people that won't cross the road, but then make you feel awkward because you're trying to distance yourself. And God, and then in the end, it just makes it a bit uncomfortable going out for walks. Don't know else really what else I can say, as I said, because that's literally what I've been doing with this lockdown. Obviously at the beginning I got my family helped me get quite a bit of food in the freezer, to help me out and stuff. Don't really know what more I can say really of what I've really been doing, but basically just trying to, you know, look after my kids and make sure they get their schoolwork done and they're fine and they're, you know, that it's not affecting them. Anyway, thanks for watching my video.